It was a packed and heated meeting last night as members of the Summerfield Town Council came together with people from the community to talk about fighting a de-annexation proposal. State Senator Phil Berger has suggested de-annexing about 1,000 acres owned by developer David Couch. Couch wants to develop his land and add new homes and businesses, but the town council rejected that proposal in the past. Fox 8's Justin Lundy shows us how leaders are now trying to fight that land being taken away from Summerfield.
I think Keith Clay asked you about all these issues. You told him, don't worry about it. It's everybody else's problem. You can take it right out of your driveway. It's everybody else's problem. I don't trust him.
You're indicating that the three of us had a conversation?
Oh, he had a conversation with you.
Well, you said we. So who is we?
Accusations and miscommunication is how a Summerfield Emergency Town Council meeting began Thursday night. Dozens of community members listened on to hear what town leaders plan to do to stop state legislators from de-annexing a property in the town.
If House Bill 5 is passed, this will set a horrible precedent for small towns across North Carolina, not just Summerfield, but all towns.
The goal of the meeting is to hire a public relations firm to communicate with developer David Couch and State Senator Phil Berger, who town leaders say they haven't heard from since December. Couch wants to turn acres of land into a mixed-use development called the Villages of Summerfield Farms. Senator Berger supports legislation to make it happen. At the end of the meeting,
all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Aye.
Council members almost unanimously voted to hire a PR firm. It's an idea Mayor Tim Sessom says he didn't have any input on.
I've said from the beginning, if it's the will of the council to hire a PR firm, that I had no problem with that. So if they think a PR firm can help rebuild the trust that has pretty much been destroyed since the election, then let's do it. Let's hire a PR firm.
Councilman Jonathan Hamilton is one of the town leaders who supports these steps, and he wishes this decision happened sooner.
The General Assembly, they will vote on whether or not they want to pass the bill. So you have to reach their ear. The PR firm is to help us reach their ear, to let them know that the town of Summerfield doesn't like this.
One person against the hiring of a PR firm is Pan Torkenall. She's lived in Summerfield for 25 years. It upsets her to hear the state of their town lies in the hands of politicians.
This is not Washington where it's Republicans against Democrats. This is citizens against citizens, and I don't like it. And I just really feel very strongly that it's too little too late. Mr. Couch should have been approached a long time ago. It's not just up to him to come to Summerfield. It's up to Summerfield to try to work out something that's to the benefit of everybody.
Summerfield's Mayor Pro Tem says he plans to pay for the PR. The plans to pay for the PR firm will be worked out at a later date. Right now, there's no exact timeline for when to hire one. The de-annexation legislation could come up for a vote in Raleigh in April. We did reach out to Couch's attorney about the meeting. They said they have no comment.